Oil costs on target for weekly benefit amid high U.S. demand. London oil rose on Friday and became on track for any other weekly advantage supported via stable fuel demand in the United States, even though clean COVID-19 signals in Shanghai and Beijing curbed profits. Brent crude was up 98 cents, or 0.8%, at $124.05 a barrel at 11:53 GMT, and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose 82 cents, or 0.7%, to $122.33 a barrel. With fees standard rallying within the past months, Brent become heading in the right direction for a fourth consecutive weekly advantage, and WTI turned into set for a seventh straight weekly growth. The summer driving season inside the U.S. is seeing report surges in fuel and diesel consumption, analysts at Fitch Solutions stated. Peak summer season gasoline call for inside the United States has driven fuel to almost $5 a gallon. Oil prices additionally determined assist from fears of a capacity disruption in elements in Europe and Africa. Norway's oil output may be reduced if workers go on strike on Sunday, the Norwegian Oil and Gas Association (NOG) stated. Some 845 of approximately 7,500 personnel on offshore systems plan to strike from June 12 if annual pay negotiations with employers fail. Oil output at Libya's Sarir discipline has additionally been reduced after the ports of Ras Lanuf and Es Sider have been closed and as a set threatened to shut Hariga port, two oil engineers at the Sphere stated. The prospect of attaining a nuclear address Iran and the lifting of U.S. sanctions at the Iranian power zone additionally appeared to be receding, assisting the oil rally. Iran on Thursday dealt a near-fatal blow to probabilities of reviving the nuclear deal because it began disposing of essentially all of the International Atomic Energy Agency tracking device established beneath the deal, IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi said. A strategic détente among the United States and Iran might permit 1 million barrel according to day of Iranian crude oil exports to return to global markets and would therefore offer a few alleviation to worldwide oil fees, analysts at BCA Research said. Oil costs fell more than $1 in advance within the session amid fresh lockdowns in China. Shanghai and Beijing went returned on COVID alert on Thursday. Parts of Shanghai imposed new lockdown regulations and the town introduced a spherical of mass trying out for millions of citizens. Oil has continued chickening out in Asia, pushed by way of China slowdown fears after widened COVID mass testing was introduced for Shanghai this weekend, said Jeffrey Haley, a senior market analyst at OANDA. China's crude oil imports in May have been up almost 12% from 12 months earlier, once they had been low. This does no longer suggest that oil call for is selecting up. Instead, China is probable to have acted opportunistically, shopping for crude oil from Russia at a significantly decreased charge than the worldwide marketplace stage, a good way to replenish its stocks, Commerzbank ETR, CBKG analyst Karsten Fritsch said. Investors had been additionally cautious ahead of U.S. inflation statistics later within the day, which could guide the Federal Reserve's coverage tightening route.